As I said, I'm very bullish in the market at the moment. I'm seeing so many deals. I'm snapping them up. For me, I would personally have that in my collection now. Beforehand, I wouldn't have any other Calatrava. So many people have this watch. Mark Wahlberg, Stormzy, Drake has it.
Just
You know what I mean?
those three alone.
Yeah.
Boom, when you see me in the city, rollies, APs and rich millies. I'm with Kieran, that's Killy. Got the Patek on the wrist, you silly. You know, so the G's them trendy. But we don't care if it's trending. You wanna buy one, then ask Henry. But we stunt on them, so don't tempt me. Like Kieran and Manu, all of the haters got left back. He went from kicking ball to man selling watches. Man, go and check that. So many legends, we're talking Premier League. Man, respect that. The broad walk, it was all talks. That was broad talks, you better get that. So many legends, we're talking Premier League, man, respect that. They thought it was all talk, now it's broad talks, you better get that.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Broad Talks. We're here again. We're coming with a different video. You know, the last 3 or 4 videos, they've been all about football, having guests on. So we've decided to go back to our roots, haven't we?
Yeah, I thought, I said to you like 2 weeks ago, I think maybe you should get another watch video into it.
And we've already done Rolex, Richard Mille, AP. Now it's time to do Patek.
Yeah, well, it's your favourite brand.
It is my favourite brand.
We haven't spoke about it yet, a Patek episode. So I think it's the only time we do it, especially what's going on with the market, everything's going on. It's all fireworks right now.
Yeah, and I was saying to Kieran off camera that for me, ever since I've joined the game, like sort of 5-6 years ago, that I've seen Patek go from sort of being not below par, but like further down in the rankings, but sort of maybe becoming the front runner of the.
Do you
four,
think below
brands.
rankings? I've never said Patek I would never classify Patek as down below rankings.
No, but I mean out of those 4.
Would you?
Yeah. When I first started, it was probably the one we dealt with less.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this huge boom of Patek came, especially in like the last year and a half. Like you'll know more than me. You've been in the game.
Yeah.
But
you're right. You're right. I remember going back many years now. I remember Pateks were on the list. Everything you could go walk in the shop and just pick a Nautilus up or Aquanaut, whatever, is all on the list.
And what we've got 2 fantastic.
Yeah, so this episode we've got 2 magnificent watches, both different.
But before we get into it, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. There's so many of you watching that aren't subscribed. Please subscribe. Please give us the support. It means more to us than you'll ever know.
100%, because you've got man like me counting each one daily, like, oh, we're 2,100 now.
Guys, you don't understand. We're sending every single update, all your names. We're reading all of them. We're gassed about every single subscriber.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. What watch do you want to go into first?
So I think we should do the 5226G first.
Yeah, the Calatrava.
The Calatrava. So this year it was released in March was it? 2022.
March 2022. Watches and Wonders.
Watches and Wonders. When it released, the new ones were released. At first I was like, all these watches, they look crap. But one caught my eye. That was the 5374/300p.
The big boy.
There. Remember I sent it. She was like, I was like, I don't like these watches, but this one, Henry, look at it.
You sent it to me. And you were like, this is how much it's going to be. Call up and ask about it.
Yeah.
And I remember calling up and asking, they were like, we don't even know the price of that. The shops didn't know. And there was rumoured numbers, wasn't it? It was around like, I think,
like 800,
just
900,
under
right?
a mil, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy money. But that was the only watch at first that caught my eye. Because one, it had diamonds, grand complication, minute repeater, perpetual calendar, which is, mate, this is like the top echelons of watches.
We're talking.
We're talking, you can't get any higher. It's just, wow. And I love the look of it. I mean, the purple dial, bluey dial, was the diamonds were just crazy. My type of watch. But
we're talking like weeks after.
Yeah, so like it's weird because I was like, I remember we were talking about the new releases. I can't see him doing well. But one what kept on growing on me. I kept on seeing it pop up on Instagram was the 5226G. I was like, mate, you know what, Henry? This is a really nice watch. In history, the Calatravas have always been boring for the older man.
It's been like more of a dress understated watch.
Yeah.
But this year they've come in with a few adjustments that have changed it.
Yeah.
They've made it a bit more sporty. Would you
say?
Yeah,
I'll say sporty. Sorry. I'll say also. Sorry guys, I'm coughing back. Bit more younger for younger generation. Like that watch there, I would wear that watch.
Whereas notoriously, people know sort of Patek for your Nautilus range and the Aquanaut range.
Yes.
Whereas now, they've got that circular shape in, but they've made it work.
Yeah, but that's much better than the 522 7G, the one all black one beforehand.
Yeah, so that was the one that they've sort of improved on.
Yes.
So what are the notable differences that you can notice from the difference between the 5226 and the 5227?
Well, first of all, what I love about the watch is the dial. It's like a vintagey dial, charcoal grey. The numbers are they're in white gold. They're beautiful. What did you say? That's kind of like a camera.
Yeah, so like the old school vintage cameras. It's got that sort. We'll show you in a video, but it's got that texture to it where it looks like art's been splattered on a canvas, and it's got that to it. And then obviously it's 18 karat white gold.
Yeah, I think what the big difference is though is obviously what's going on around the sides of the case, right?
Yeah, so you got the detail. The 5227 was like rounded.
Yeah,
but now it's got like this sort of crosshatch detail on the side.
It's wow, right?
It makes it look so much better.
It does make it look so much better. And also what I like about the watch, the two straps. You get the beige one and you get the dark one.
Yeah, it's the calf skin, isn't it? So you've got black calf skin and beige calf skin.
I love that. But for me, it just looks sporty. It looks more young. It looks more fresh. I would personally have that in my collection now. Beforehand, I wouldn't have any other Calatrava.
But what we will say about this watch, it's also one of the more affordable Pateks. That's why it stuck out. That's maybe why we didn't give it a look in to begin with. But so list at what, 34?
No, the list on that is £31,000.
Yeah.
31,430 quid. Which it's gone up actually because it actually was 30,000 quid. But to be fair, I actually prefer that than its older brother. We'll go into it now. It's got an older brother annual calendar 5326G, which has got an annual calendar. This hasn't got that.
Yeah, it's got a bit more complications to it on the dial,
and it's a travel time as well. On paper, it's a better watch. The 5326.
So personally, I think I prefer that. We'll prefer that? We'll get a picture up for you guys to see as well. Yeah. On paper, I prefer that because I love the little moon phase complication that you get with it. But
I don't.
Yeah,
I prefer this simple, class, elegant. Still looks looks vintage. It's a bit of me.
Yeah.
And I know we got it for sale in the company, but I think maybe I'm gonna probably keep that one.
We'll wear it personal.
Yeah, personal. I like it. I even like the strap it's got now. The dark strap with a contrast white stitching.
So you'd rock that.
No, I think I prefer the cream beige, the beige one.
Yeah,
I prefer the beige one.
I think
it goes with my skin color, right?
Yeah, exactly. What do you think its market prices? That's what people want to know.
Yeah, so we know the list price is £31,000. They are selling now about £50,000. You can pick them up. I've seen them around about 45,000 quid.
And obviously, you're thinking if you're keeping it.
Yeah, I think it's no. I like it.
A good bet.
Yeah, I like it. As you said, it's like not so high like all the other Pateks. They're so crazy numbers, 100,000 plus.
Yeah. Well, that's what I want to get into. We're talking about. We're going from this, which we love. Well, we love the sort of underrated value of it.
Yeah.
But let's get on to one which is a big boy in the Patek game.
So this next watch we got here is a very, very special Nautilus. We know it was the first ever Nautilus to have a petro-calendar. They've never had a petro-calendar in any Nautilus. This is the first one. This was released in 2018, was it?
Yeah.
White gold. The reference is 5740/1G-001. We'll get it come up on the screen. Wow. If you're a serious collector, I would say this is probably one to definitely have.
So what? It's 40 millimeter watch.
40 millimeter watch.
But fits. You were saying it fits like a 42 millimeter because of the additions on the side, isn't it?
Yeah, but it still seems quite small, but elegant and classy. You know, any Nautilus we know they're great watches, right? Yeah. But I like the weight of it as well. I'd say the only Nautilus that I think is better looking than that is probably the 5711P anniversary.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only watch I'd say was better looking than that.
With the stamp.
Yeah, with the stamp.
Yeah, we'll show it
in the thing. That's the only one that I've had in the past where I think, yeah. But this watch...
But you were saying earlier, the difference between this one and old Nautilus is the
twin trigger clasp. Yeah, so these new ones now coming out, they've all got the twin trigger. So just like the Aquanauts beforehand, they've always had the best class Aquanauts. The twin trigger, just press the two buttons, it pops open. Sorry.
So for those that don't understand, like when you're putting on a watch, you can only do it up one way. You have to do it one side first and then the other side. This one you can do whatever side first.
Yeah, so there's no
complications.
There's no complication. No, like when you're talking and you just put in a strap on and you can go any side, but sometimes you think, oh, I've gone the wrong way. It can scratch or whatever. You pull it down.
Let's put a scenario out there. You're out for dinner with your mate and he's noticed your watch and he wants to try it on. Oh, let me try that on. You just take it off so much easier, give it to them, and they can't put it on wrong.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
can't.
wrong
They
way
can't.
to
They
put it
can't
on.
make balls it up
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Whereas you give it to you give them a single clasp way, and they're just
Yeah, it
And
can be.
they're
They're
scratching
fiddly.
it.
They're fiddly and they're scratchy.
yeah, you're scratching it.
They've nailed it. The clasp is beautiful, perfect. I can't see. I can't see it being any better than that. It can't get any better.
The dial,
The dial is wow.
it's what sells it.
It's what sells it.
It's the blue sort of sand
Yeah.
kissed, isn't it? Sun kissed.
Yeah, the blue is just pops. Obviously, perpetual calendar, which we love. Perpetual calendars, they do. We've talked about it before with the AP one.
Yeah.
Do you prefer this than the AP one?
Yeah, so that we had a white ceramic AP with the blue,
Yes.
blue dial that was also a perpetual calendar, and I loved that watch. It was a sick watch. A lot of people like that watch, but for me, this one's just
Different league.
yeah, it's just better. I feel like the contrast between the blue with the white gold, both shining, works better than the blue with the white ceramic. Like
Yeah.
you sort of get that satin finish, don't you?
Yeah.
With the white gold.
Yeah, obviously the links that you said, satin finish, and obviously being the perpetual calendar, month, day, date,
Leap year.
It's,
Everything.
It's everything. They are the pinnacle watches, right? For me, I do love them. Numerous clients of mine and friends have them in their collection, and they love it. They actually love this watch.
Let's talk about the things people want to know about this watch.
The list price,
List price is
£117,000.
how much? How much is the market price?
Market price that right now is around. It's crazy because, as we know, it's been a correction. Watches have come down. These watches were going for £300,000, so they come down to about. They pull back to about 250k now. Say 260, 250. So it's a good time to buy. Personally,
Yeah.
will it drop more? Maybe, but we don't know where the bottom is. No one does. But I find like everything's going down. We know stocks, art, cars, property. Well, I don't know about property. Well, rental's going up.
Yeah, rent's going up, but property might be going down.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But it's like, I feel it's a good buy now. If you can pick them up, put them away for a few years, I do see it can definitely go back to
And
where
it's
it
just
was.
not Kieran that's saying this. Who have we seen wearing this?
Yeah.
So I saw Stormzy.
Yeah, because Stormzy, we saw recently with London Fashion Week. Obviously, the bloggers.
Was it London or Paris?
I think it's London.
Yeah, it was.
London, the Burberry one. I seen
yeah.
wearing it. He was wearing it. You've seen as you said, so many people have this watch. Mark Wahlberg, Stormzy, Drake has it.
Just
Do you know
those,
what I mean?
those three alone.
Yeah, as you said, for me, this is like the pinnacle Nautilus, one of them. I would say after the 571p, it's my favorite one. Usually I'm a rose gold man.
Yeah, but this, it's just it's
classy,
so
it's
elegant.
classic.
We really do have here like two sort of end of the spectrum watches. You got your sort of break, if you're like sort of your first time buy into a Patek, and then
Yeah.
your sort of dream Patek. Really,
Yeah.
it just shows you the standards they can.
Well, usually when you go into Patek and you ask for a Nautilus, they'll say to you, buy one of these watches first.
Yeah.
The Calatravas.
What do you think? Do you think anyone that's watching now could go to Patek and get on the list for a watch like that, for the Calatrava?
It's hard now because I tried to ring up and test the waters. And
Yeah.
it was like, no, it's been shut. The list has been shut. No more names are getting taken on it. So they're not doing it. But for me, if I'm in there with Patek already and I've got a few watches, I'm going to ring them up and say, I want a Calatrava. I want this specific watch.
Is there any more
Yeah.
Pateks, while we're on Patek, that you are looking at the moment and thinking,
What, grabbing a deal type of thing or in general?
grabbing a deal, or just like keeping an eye on like prices going up, coming down at a good price right now to buy?
Well, for me, the 5980 full rose gold has always been a great watch. Everyone loves that watch, but it was topped, the 5990 full rose. By far the better watch for me. Blue dial, travel time. It looks wow. I always said that when the 5990 came out in steel, if they bring that out in rose gold, it's a shutdown, it's over. And they dropped it. The prices have come down. They were going 350s, just over 300 grand.
Nautilus was going mad. It had to
Going
have
mad.
a correction. We said it for ages.
We said it for ages.
We said it on Ballers and Watches when that was at the pinnacle, when it was going like crazy, Nautilus.
Yeah.
And we were like, it's due a correction.
Yeah,
And
it happened.
But now looking at it, and I'm not giving anyone advice, but it's looking like the buyer's market right now is...
It's a buyer's market
It is,
now.
100%.
100% is a buyer's market right now. I'm buying bullishly. I'm very bullish in the market.
You know who else is buying bullishly?
Who?
Americans.
Yeah, because crazy. We know the rate's gone crazy. The pound's so weak to the dollar. We've sold, 4 watches this week to Americans.
All all these Americans are like just knowing that their dollar's so much stronger.
Yeah,
just buying up.
I'll do the same. So
Yeah.
I got a call by two clients this week ringing me up saying, "What can I buy?" And I sold them 4 watches. One client free and one the other one. So it's been a good week selling watches. Obviously, the Americans are just jumping on.
Yeah.
They're seeing a great opportunity there for them, which I'll do the same if it was me.
Well, it's good because it's been a tough few months anyway with all the with all the watches going down. So it's been good to sort of it's going back up. That's the feeling I'm getting. But
you never know where the bottom is in anything. I know we're talking about watches now because we specifically watches, but everyone who's in the art industry, the car industry, the luxury industry, everyone's going through the same thing. Stocks, crypto, whatever, property even. Everyone's in a touch and go situation. No one's like before. Go back 6 months. Everyone's pulling triggers.
Yeah.
Everyone, no matter what. You know what I mean?
You got to be bullish and take risks right now. That's the watch game. If it's taking bullish risks.
100%. As I said, I'm very bullish in the market at the moment. I'm seeing so many deals. I'm snapping them up for me. Because I feel like
there's a lot of scared people out there.
Yeah, and I understand that. Totally get it. You know, we see what's going on in England here at the moment. Just everything's gone up. It's crazy prices. You know, the Tories, conservatives, whatever they are, doing the new rules for everyone.
He's heating bills.
But it's like I always find with them, they're never for the real people. Like,
no.
That's why I'm Labour.
Yeah.
Even though my salary says I'm not Labour. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we've all got family, right? And like the majority of England don't get these 45% tax brackets that we're in.
Yeah.
So it annoys me. So I'd rather. I know a lot of people are conservatives, but I'm Labour all day long.
Yeah.
And I hope the next one that we get Labour back in.
I think that's it for the watches side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to talk about today? Watches?
No. I want to go into a little bit.
Go on.
I want to bring up football and pick your brain about what's just happened over the weekend because we've got the World Cup coming up. It's an international break as we're recording this, but we've just lost one game and drawn another.
We lost to Italy, right?
Yeah, 1-0 against their a weak team and drew against Germany. Good comeback, don't get me wrong.
Italy didn't even get to the World Cup.
And I know, but they played their B team. They're like literally missing so many players.
Yeah.
I want to get your take on the squad that he picked for those 2 games, and the squad that he should be taking.
He left Jordan Sancho out, didn't he?
Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
I think Marcus Rashford was injured.
Yeah.
He took Trent. He had no Ben White. Took Maguire and Connor Cody. Left Trent out of the squad for the last game.
But I feel like with Trent, obviously he's under so much slack at the moment. The last 2 months with his defending, I feel like sometimes I know he's not paying the best, but he offers so much going forward. Trent, he cannot not go to the World Cup.
He has to be.
He has to be there because he's such good at crossing the ball, set pieces. Even if he doesn't, I'm not saying start him because I prefer Reece James.
Yeah,
he can do everything.
What do you think about Harry Maguire? 2 mistakes. One gave away the penalty, gave away the ball for another goal against Germany. I feel sorry for Harry Maguire right now. So do I.
Do you know what it is? I'm a player. I've been there. There's nothing worse than getting booed by your home fans. Man United, I'm sure he gets booed sometimes. I don't know if he's getting the ag. If they are doing it, they should stop it because I know you don't want him to play, but at the end of the day, he's on the pitch for you. If he's not mentally right as a player, he's just going to play crap like he's doing and causing goals, all right? So I feel like even England fans, when I get it, if you don't want him to play, whatever, you get it. But they're playing, they're actually playing. They're on the pitch. You're putting them off. You may think that he's not listening. He is listening and it's hurting him. It's bunning him. I don't care what anyone says, it's bunning you. Getting booed by fans, it hurts. And you can't produce. I know sometimes players can turn it around. It takes one special moment. But remember, he's a centre back. Yeah. He's not a striker. We know when a striker scores a goal.
Yeah, he's not going to regain form again.
It's all done and dusted.
It takes 20 games for him to.
People forget about when you score a goal, right? He's never going to score a goal. He's a centre back. Yeah, he might come up with a few headers or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, he's not going to score.
No.
So I feel sorry for him, man. Yeah. He's really having a hard time right now.
I just think the best thing that he can have, the best thing, and the man Southgate can do for him is take him, but just play someone else.
Yeah, I feel like a good manager takes them out the firing line. But it's like...
It's Ten Hag was trying.
I know. It's a hard one. Maybe he needs a move for Man United.
Are you having Southgate?
I think so, yeah. There's so much things saying, his time's up. Mate, he's the most successful manager, apart from the team that won it in '66, the World Cup.
He is.
What he's done, no one else has done, right?
Yeah, but it's just, for me, I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
I still want him. But playing a boring 5...
Yeah.
Not picking the players that are doing the best in the league, like James Maddison. But then I hear the counter argument. James Maddison can only play 10. We're playing 5 at the back. There is no 10. And he can't play the 8. We've seen that for Leicester.
Yeah.
I watched Rio talk about it on his show. So like maybe it's not him just not picking Maddison. It's like he's not going to play.
He's not suiting the formation.
And we can actually use those attacking positions. Whereas you're allowed to take defenders that aren't going to play because you need that cover in those positions. So I kind of see it from that point of view.
I feel like we got so many creative players in England in Maddison's position, like number 10. We got Foden. We can have Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish for me is a better number 10 than Maddison. I know Maddison is probably a better goal scorer, but for natural ability, for me, Jack's a better number 10.
Yeah.
Even though Jack doesn't play number 10 for Man City, but I feel like we've got too many guys similar to Maddison who can play on the wing also, who can come in there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My final bit that I'll give on it and give on sort of Southgate's poor decision making, I think he should have started Tomori. He's been killing it in Italy. Best left-sided centre-back we got. Didn't even give him a chance. Didn't even put him in the squad for the last game.
Yeah.
And he played Bukayo Saka out of position. Played him left wing-back. He played there two years ago. He's played his best football at right wing.
Yeah.
He comes on as a sub, creates that goal, arguably gives the best performance, and only played 30 minutes.
I feel like players who play abroad, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. I know
it's easy to not play them.
Yeah, it's easy to not play them. Southgate will always go to games in England, really. Every week he'll go to different England games. So he's always seeing people constantly. Obviously, the Premier League is the biggest league in the world. It's the most covered exposure. So sometimes you're playing in Italy, you can be playing well, but he's not seeing it.
There's not really... but he's doing it with Jude Bellingham. But he's a wonder talent.
Yeah, but he's a wonder talent. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all there for us to see.
But historically, players that don't play in England don't play for England, right?
Yeah.
That's the historic thing that all the other managers used to do. And he said that he was going to change that, but it's still like an easy way out to not pick players.
Yeah. I think you're right. You're right there. You got it wrong. He needs to bring him in the fold.
Yeah, 100%. That's all I got on football, because obviously it's been international break. We got Arsenal Spurs this weekend.
Yeah. Come on, the Arsenal.
Yeah, big old game.
We're going to win that.
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. But
why are you nervous for?
Because Son against our right centre-back and right. But I think Saliba's going to help this time.
We're good. I'm confident. We're at home, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm very confident. I think we can beat them. Obviously, Son's coming off a hat-trick. He's on fire at the moment.
Yeah.
But he's on fire at the moment, but he wasn't really on fire.
Got to score 2 free kicks for...
Did he?
South Korea.
South Korea. So he's got a lot of confidence right now.
Yeah. But I think Saliba's got the most confidence as a centre back in the league, and he plays that side. So
I think like we just play our own game. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll beat them. If it was at I'm gonna say White Hart Lane, because it's not there no more. What's their new stadium called? Scumbag Stadium. No, what's it called? I don't know.
It's called just the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Is that what it's called? Bad name.
No,
anyway,
they should have just renamed it
White Hart Lane, because it's like right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, if he's playing there, I'd say harder game. But because we're at home, the fans are rocking. We've got so much about us right now. The fans are just on it, right? We're just so behind the team.
Hopefully, I'll be there.
Are you going?
Trying to pick up some tickets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be nice.
Trying to get some tickets for me and Poet.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 win.
2-0 win.
Yeah.
I'm going for a little 2-1.
Are you?
I think Son's going to get a counter-attacking goal, but I think we'll get a corner, and then I think Jesus is going to show why we signed him.
Yeah.
I think he's going to nab a goal.
All right, nice. All right, well, it's been a great episode. Obviously, we talked about 2 great watches that we feel that are in the market now for people to go and grab.
Let us know in the comments what you think of both the watches. Which one you'd go for? Which one's your favourite?
If there was obviously if there's no money involved, I think people will sway
purely on look. Which one would you go for?
Yeah, purely on look. What would you go for?
I know it's hard to make that decision, but let us know down in the comments. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe.
And also, obviously now we've got our website up on the screen for people to see.
If you guys want to check out any of the watches we have
for sale,
www.broadwalkgroup.com. Please check it out, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, wicked. We're back soon.